Well, a while back I thought that it may be a good idea to buy a new filter, so I went ahead and bought it, but then I never installed it because I didn't think that there was any problem with the old one and I didn't want to waste any parts. But recently I've been getting kind of like this little hesitation, and it's kind of at the beginning and then also up on the highway. Like if I floor it, I get like a little bit of a hesitation. And I thought that it was timing at one point, but I've changed the distributor since then, and it's still doing it. So we're gonna try just changing the fuel filter and seeing if that works. Right now my timing is set at like 38 to 40 degrees, so I don't want to go any higher up to get rid of hesitation that way. Hopefully this fixes the problem. If it's not this, then I'm gonna have to check my fuel injectors to see if maybe one of them isn't working as well as it should.
For this job, I upgraded my tool set with these Imperial hose pinch wrenches. They work great to keep fuel from pouring out of the lines with the filter off.
Put the key in and see if it pressurizes and if the fuel pump makes any more noise, because it was giving me kind of a buzzing noise, and that could be because of a bad filter. Well, everything is on now and there doesn't seem to be any leaks or anything like that, so that's good. I'm just gonna let it warm up a little bit before I go out on the road and see if the hesitation's gone. Well, it's really hard to show on camera, but I mean, I guess it does feel a little bit different. It feels a little bit better. I felt like there was a lot of hesitation when there was high RPMs. So I would like to get it onto the highway and see what it does up there, but I don't have time right now to do that. I'm gonna have to go up later and then report my findings back to everybody. All right, I'm gonna floor it, I'm gonna see what it does. It kind of still feels like there's hesitation, but it's not as bad as before, I guess. I'm gonna have to check out my my injectors to see if they're actually working. You might be asking, what are you doing now on your radio? Well, more things have broken. The other day I put in a cassette into the tape deck, and it like kept switching back and forth from side 1 to side 2. Click, 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 click. Apparently either one of the clutches inside the thing that's like the automatic flipper is either broken, slipping, or maybe one of those little rubber bands that goes around everything is messed up. We're gonna open up the radio right now and see if we can fix it. If we can't actually fix it, we're probably just gonna jam the thing that like makes the tape flip back and forth.
Taking the tape deck apart was much more difficult than it looked. All the computer boards had been glued down, preventing us from accessing the flipping mechanism. We also noticed that the motor didn't seem to be spinning, which could be the whole problem, but getting to that would also have been a mission.
I just labeled everything and took the radio out. I don't know if we can send it back to the guy because it only had like a 30-day warranty, and although it hasn't been in my car for 30 days, we did order it a while back, so I don't know if he'll honor it. It'd be pretty messed up if he doesn't, but I mean, you never know what these people are thinking, especially since we bought it through eBay. I went on Amazon, bought a Panasonic tape deck player, installed it, and it's not all bad news because now I have fade front to rear. It sounds a lot better. The head is brand new, so you know I'm not gonna have any problems there. It came brand new in the box from Amazon. It still looks pretty decent inside the car. It doesn't look like a CD player. The screen is nice and small and it's not super bright. Hopefully it'll last a lot longer than the Alpine did.
Finally done with the small fixes, I can now prep the van and bus for the upcoming Volksblast show happening just down the road from my house.
The van is always pretty funny to wash. It never really looks dirty because it's like gold, And then when you wash it, you're like, oh, yeah, it was definitely dirty because it looks a lot better. When you wash it, the windows look clean, and that makes the car look clean, not actually if the paint is dirty or not.
I definitely don't wash the bus as often as I should, and knowing the rarity of the event, I decided to snag a quick photo. Next on the list is a really cool upgrade to my interior. I got the idea to use these Vans and Cult bicycle handlebar grips as covers to my ratty looking handbrake from John McNeely on Instagram. After seeing how cool the recognizable design of a Vans shoe sole looked in a van, I had to do it. Even the color matched the interior pretty well. It was also super easy to install, and only a small adjustment to the length is required to make the grip fit correctly. Such a cool upgrade that is inexpensive and easy to do. Also a plus, it matched the skate theme of my recycled skateboard shift knob. Since 2 grips came in the package and I had an extra one, I decided to do the same upgrade to my split bus. Although this upgrade was even easier to install because nothing needed to be cut.
Had to rush out of the house really quick to get over to Beat Culture Brewery where the Friday night little get-together is going to be for Volksblast. Got a lot of really cool buses out here, a lot of awesome Volkswagens, great people. It's a great place to hang out. Just challenge Gio to a game.
Old timer.
It is Volksblast day. It's about 50-something degrees outside, so that's why I'm wearing this ridiculous outfit in Miami, because 50 degrees in Miami is absolutely freezing. We're gonna head to the show, and hopefully we're gonna get the parking spots all the way in the back, just because I like the room that they have back there. We're not taking the van just because it's mostly an air-cooled show anyway, and we don't have anyone to drive it. But the Bug and the bus will do. My dad will be driving the Bug and I'll be driving the bus. Man, this engine runs so good. It's like the only engine I've ever seen that has absolutely no chokes, dual carbs, and yet the thing runs perfectly no matter how cold it is outside. I mean, I just started it up and I don't have to keep my foot on the accelerator at all. It just stays on. streets in Miami are never like this. They're perfect. There's no people on them. I guess you just gotta wake up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning to experience that.
He's funny. Pobrecito.
Heading over for some breakfast at Deli Lane. It's a pretty nice place.
All right.
That's the way my bus is.
I'm gonna bring the Vanagon to those. Yeah. No, yeah, no, I saw it running. It's beautiful.
Well, I had a blast at Volksblast. Can't wait for next year's show. Thanks for watching, and see you next time where we hopefully install Crown Victoria horns on the van.